good morning. It's Freedom Friday. This is Alliance Attractors. We get together every Friday, 9 a.m., and we talk attraction, we talk growth, we talk financial freedom, all things that are available here at EXP. I'm super happy to see you here. Good morning, Rebecca, Todd, Victor, everybody else. Victor, I was thinking about you and your event coming up.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we actually just moved it to June 25th.
Okay.
The honest reason is because we have 120 seats to fill and we got 10% of that.
Ooh, all right.
So we're definitely gonna push more ad spend in terms of click ads on Eventbrite, Facebook, just a more intentional effort behind marketing and outreach. But other than that, yeah, man, June 25th, we're locked in and we're gonna go rain or shine.
So here's my thought around your event. Uh, you could actually put your events, as long as they're open to all EXP agents, on
Oh yeah, they
EXP.
are.
You could put it on EXP's event page.
Okay.
All right. So their national event page, you could have your event on there as long as it's open for everybody, and they will promote it for you and with you. Okay. So anybody that's doing events, events are a big part of our growth. Just leverage all that EXP offers. They want you to do events. They want you to bring people together. They want you to promote it within EXP. So go ahead and do that, and we'll get those seats filled.
Okay. Thank you, man.
Awesome. Anybody have any good wins for last week? Blessings? Come on, give me some.
But I got wins.
será tiempo de poder regresar a probar. Thank you.
Who's got some growth wins for the week? Somebody's got to break the seal.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah,
So
Ben.
I had an agent who was a New York agent. Actually, I talked to her a couple of weeks back, and it actually invited her on Mother's Day accidentally to coffee. We both were like, "I'm so sorry, we're with family," so we had to reschedule. And I started telling her about our what do we call it? Our 3-day like mentor onboarding program at our office. And she has just got licensed in Florida. She's been an agent in New York for like 10 plus years. And so she was like, I'd love to go through that boot camp. Sorry, boot camp is what we call it. And I was like, well, I'd love you to join EXP. I was like, if I get you signed up, would you take off work and come? She's like, I'm actually taking PTO on one of the days. So she's like, let me see if I can get the other 2 days off. And I'd love to go through it because it'll help me with contracts. And I started telling her about our team and the fact that we have Gil Ramos and Lorena. She's an attorney, so we have our own in-house attorney on our team. And she was like, Ben, oh my God, your team sounds exactly like.
Yeah, you're driving through a tough spot, I'm sure, but I think we got the point. What they do on their three-day onboarding program, absolutely amazing. You froze a little bit, so we lost you, Ben, but I think you're back.
Heading to a Florida. Did I pick up at? Okay.
So
Connection.
yeah, so you use the event to invite this person over, okay, and she wants what you have to offer. Okay, it's not about the model. He's not pitching the model. He's pitching the production for her, right? And that's what's getting her to move. So that's awesome. So if any of you guys have that, like I've been sending out Jared James's training because I think it's so good. And if you guys have seen that, like I've got people that are calling me saying, "Hey,
Sorry.
give me a sample." You're back. All right. So how do you fish that out? You just tell them about it. Do you have like a highlight reel about this 3-day event? And you guys do that how often? It's a tough one with Ben driving.
I can speak on that. Freaking, Ben has a nice
Right.
fancy Cybertruck, but no Starlink in the Cybertruck. Make it make sense, Ben.
Yeah, come on.
Um, but no, so we run we moved it. We used to be monthly, but now it's a quarterly boot camp for new agents that are new to the organization. And it's a 3-day crash course on certain principles, values, ethics, quick lead sourcing, what's available in-house. Yeah, it's a definitely a great experience from everyone that's gone through it. But you have your typical attrition rate of people that fall off, right? Just because of they
Yeah.
realize this is not for them, right? So, but yeah, it's a great experience.
Awesome. So find what that might be and use and guess what, guys? We all have it. What do we have? That's similar to that 3-day boot camp.
Fast
That's
cap.
The fast cap. You guys know, right? And it's like it's so proven. It's so amazing. I've been telling people and they're like, how much? And I'm like, guys, it's included. You got it. You have access to it. Right? I have people right now that are in and bringing their new sponsors through it together. And they're like, that's my running partner. Anybody else have any wins for the week? Anything good happening out there?
Hey, I'll go.
Go for it, Rebecca.
All right. We had a few new agents, newly licensed agents that joined last week, and yesterday I got to be in an event in Atlanta. Now this event was more just general real estate, was for NAREP, for those of you who know the organization, and so it's an opportunity to get in front of a new audience of agents. And so one of the things that I did just to capture some data was I have a book called Women Who Boss Up. It was a Women of Worth event. So I brought about 30 books with me. And that was a heavy load, by the way, but I took it anyways. And I gave them away for free. And so in doing that, all they had to do was register for my early access for my next book that's coming out. And so immediately captured about, because it was only 30 books, 30 contacts of people who were interested. So that was, I think, a success. It was a beautiful event. So I was focusing on creating relationships, just being there, getting to meet people. And so looking for those opportunities where you can get in front of people, get to meet new faces, and connect, right? And so how can we stay in business together? Let's connect on social media just to expand that audience. So that's my little win for the day.
Amazing. 30 contacts. That's huge, right? And especially if, that nurturing of those 30 people and all the new things that you have coming out and all the things that you could share with them. It's just, that's a gold mine.
Voy a esperando.
All right, awesome. Anybody else with wins and blessings? I had some fantastic conversations with team leaders, set up follow-up calls with our growth team. I got a coffee appointment for next week with a team lead that's local here. And it's amazing. They just know nothing about what we have to offer. Okay. So have the conversations. Don't assume that everybody already knows. Some of them do, right? I spoke to somebody and they were like, hey, why your group? And that was a little bit of a different conversation than the other team lead that I spoke to that was like, what? A cap? I never heard of that. Right? So whatever the conversation, just go out there and have it. All right. I was on that leadership call with Leo yesterday, and he's out there doing the rounds, going from regional rally to regional rally. And hopefully you guys are able to jump in on a few of those. They satisfy your icon requirements, gives you an opportunity to network and in real life events, right? We all need those. But he's saying that he's going out there and talking. And, at first he was talking about the clear cooperation stuff. And then he's like, something came up recently that's been keeping him up at night. Okay. And what it is how easy access we all have to technology now. We all know that Leo created Remind. And Leo created this without knowing how to write one line of code. Okay? It was just an idea that he had to solve a problem in the industry. Then he had to go out there and find all of these developers and get them to do his idea. How much of a heavy lift was that? And how much easier access do we all have right now? So here's what he said. He said, guys, just this last week, Fixer AI, Shopify, the CEOs sent out emails to everybody in their organization saying, if we don't leverage AI, if we don't learn AI, if we don't utilize it, we're going to fall behind. And we have an opportunity. The change is happening so fast. And if we don't stay on top of it, we're going to miss out. Okay. And Glenn is all over it. Glenn is all over it. So Leo said he wants to challenge you guys to see, to show you what can be done. Okay. So he introduced this website called lovable.dev, DEV. Okay. Write that down, bookmark it. Then he said, go in there and use it, try it. How many of you guys have had ideas for apps, ideas for websites? And you're like, to build this stuff out, totally impossible. Like, I can't even wrap my head around how to develop an app. He's like, now you could do it in minutes. Minutes. Anything that you could think of, right? So I want you to think, what solution would you solve? What could you do to help your team, your organization, your community, your buyers, your sellers, your clients, your family? So he gave us an assignment. He said, go out there and create a website. I did this morning. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so you guys could see what it looks like. Where is this thing? I said, go out there and create a website and put all of the support tools on it, right? Make it a working site, something that I could present to a group of agents right away. And it came out with this. Welcome to the EXP Growth Hub, all-in-one resource center for growing your EXP organization. Get started, book a coaching call, right? Here's the steps to find your outline, your join application, request a guest pass, all the toolkits, explaining co-sponsoring.
What program are you doing this in again?
This
Really
is
cool.
lovable.dev.
Okay.
All right. And it didn't cost me anything.
What percentage do they keep if it launches? And you came up with this idea.
I don't think that's how they monetize. I don't really know how they monetize. I think I saw like five free websites a day or something like that. Something,
Interesting.
but it's all here, right? And I could expand on this if I want to. Hey, edit this, add this photo. And I could just talk to it normally and it'll work. I could add the videos that I want. It's got downloadables. So what I did was I just took one of the spreadsheets of all the websites I had. I said, plugged it in and I said, hey, add this into the site. So think about what you could do with this.
Sorry, Vincent, explain that again. It's just a website that you could build your own website?
You could just build whatever website you want. I was playing around with this. Apparently I used 3 credits, but
Unbelievable.
I created a carnivore site, guys. Fuel your body, simplify your diet, unlock carnivore clarity. Boom.
Carnivore clarity. I'm feeling it.
You love it,
Love it.
right? I could pick the videos, I could add it in there. But anything you want.
And how much they charge?
It's free, guys. Okay. So what I'm saying is you got, like, I had somebody yesterday, they were like, they came to my office, they were like, I got an opportunity to sell a resort on an island and the government likes me. They said, go out there and set up a brokerage and then we'll start funneling you business. Okay. And I was like, why not just go out there and create a website and all of a sudden you got a brokerage, right? I don't need you to open up an office on the island. As long as you have some place to direct the people, then you're open for business.
Yeah, she
Right?
doesn't need a brick and
Right.
mortar.
Yeah, imagine going on a listing presentation, popping in all the information about the neighborhood, the comps, the statistics, everything, and then boom, single property website just for them right now. We all have access to this, right? Leo said, stop using whatchamacallit, Google,
Google.
right? You use Google, you have to know what words to say. He's
Yeah,
like,
the
go out there
keywords.
and use one of the AI tools. Doesn't matter which one, but they all work great, right? I created a branding hub. One of the things I wanted to do was, first thing I was like, hey, organize my receipts. You know? So I'm just
Okay.
playing around with this, but it's opening up opportunities and I'm seeing it. So go out there and try it for yourself and see what you could do with it, right? See what problems you could solve. The other thing I want to introduce you to is Fixer AI. Anybody using it or heard of it?
Well, Sway already got his system set up with Fixer.
Yeah, what does he think? Any comments so far?
Yeah,
Oh, it's amazing, man. What it does is basically
I
it
didn't even
goes.
see you there, man.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
we got put on. Oh, he's next to me.
Yeah. What it does is it basically take all your emails, Vince, and it automatically sorts them out in different categories. And also for the very important ones that says important on it, it automatically drives an email ready for you.
Like an auto response.
Auto response. All you got to do is review it. And if you're okay with it, hit send. That way you don't have to go through all your emails at one time. So it separates all the important ones, all the promotion ones. It's crazy. It's amazing. You guys got to try it. It's free.
Guys, I
Oh,
have
jeez.
194,000 in my inbox right now.
Oh my God.
Oh,
What's that email sorter again?
Okay.
It's
So
fixing
this product, I need it.
you have more than me. I'm glad.
I've had this for a little bit. And check this out. In 1 week, it saved me 12.8 hours, according to them. All right. They went through in 1 week 2,111 emails.
So how you do
For-
that? You just download it or is integrated into Gmail?
So I'll explain. You got to go out there and produce. Like you could go in there. There's a free account for you and a trial period for you.
Mm-hmm.
But EXP, we're capital partners with this Fixer AI, and they're
Wow.
pushing it right now. And if Fixer AI really takes off, it could be a huge boost in revenue for the company and a nice win. for the company. So they're saying, go out there and promote it. Let people know how great this thing is.
I
Good.
see.
Hey, Vince, for the cappers and the
Yeah.
iconers, they get it for free. So in their
That's
email,
it.
they're going to get a code that says EXP25. They take that code, and when it says billing, they put that code in, and it's free for you guys.
Cappers and icons. And even if you're on a team and you've got a reduced cap and you hit that cap, you got access to this.
And what's the value of this if it's not free, just to let everyone know? The monthly.
30, 40 bucks a month, depending on what stuff you want to use.
Right,
But
right.
I sent 50 emails last week that they drafted for me. And Josue is right. They give you two options,
Mhm.
right? In the beginning. But as you pick them, they start learning how you respond, which responses you like. So their drafts get better and better. And later on, you don't even have options. They just give you the perfect response. And I look at it and I send it. All right. It is fantastic. It'll tell me who I have to respond to, like just updates, notification, meeting updates, the emails that I send and I'm still waiting for a reply and I didn't get one. They'll remind me that I need a reply on them.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you want to find out more, go to expai.exprealty.com. And they've got, you could set this up with Outlook. The other thing that you could do is set it up so that it takes notes in your meetings for you. Right? Any of your Zoom meetings, it'll jump in, AI notes, record everything, send you updates afterwards.
Are you talking about the one read AI? That one?
This one thing, Fixer AI is what it's called. FYXER.
Oh, Fixer do that too? Gee.
Fixer does that as well. All right.
Okay.
So all of those things it does. And as a capper or an icon, you guys get it for free at EXP. Everybody else, there's a free trial. There's a discount if you do want to use it. But that time saving is real.
I need this one, Vincent. No question.
Hey,
Juan,
Vince.
it's yours. You're already capped. You're on your way to icon. Like you already have this. So check your email and see what they sent you. Go ahead.
I'm
Jose.
absolutely.
Yeah, you know what else? You can connect your Zoom calendar, your Zoom meetings, and you can connect your Calendly to it. So it reminds you, it sends you reminders, say, hey, you got a meeting at this time. And if you can't make that Zoom meeting, it automatically records the meeting for you. And what's cool about it is it automatically emails it directly to the client or whoever you're interviewing. If you're interviewing an agent, it automatically emails the recording to them.
Yep. So it takes notes for you. It does it all. And it just saves you a ton of time. Let me see where
My God, next thing you know, it's hosting Zoom meetings for you.
as
You
an
don't even have to
EXP
be there.
icon, you get exclusive free access to Fixer AI, your new assistant for email and meetings. Have you claimed your free account yet? I think there's a limited number, so just grab it. If you get it, search your email, see if they've sent you access to it,
Mm-hmm.
and take advantage of it. All right. Here's the thing. We pay $85 a month, right? And
Yep.
Leo has told us that he wants to make it so that we get $20,000 worth of stuff for that $85 a month. 10,000 to 20,000 a month worth of value in that 85,000 a month. That's a big promise, right? He wants to make it so it's a no-brainer. All the business tools that we'll need will have in that $85 a month plus more. And it's happening. So Rebecca, are you going to this this attraction mastermind?
So I wasn't planning on going to that one only because it's Josue's birthday.
Oh,
So
happy early birthday.
yeah, but I'm honestly already having FOMO, so there's a part of me that wants to go anyways. I was like, you can go, but no, I just still have to figure it out what
Yeah,
we're gonna
it's
do.
tough because
It's already what, next week?
yeah, it's like next week,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they're doing these quarterly. And what they want to do is roll out something every single time. There's always an announcement. So Wendy Forsythe already said that there's going to be a big tech announcement. Somebody said it's going to, um, make it so that it's a no-brainer for mega teams to be with us. So create those relationships now because you want to be the one to tell them about those announcements. And whoever you know that's going to that, make sure they're giving you that news first. I think Gil is going, so I'm going to count on him to give us that information in advance so that we have it a few days, right? You saw last week we talked about EXP Ecuador. That afternoon they announced it. We had a few hours a head start. But who's excited about that?
I'm excited, Vincent.
I know you are. I know you are. You've been
Yeah.
waiting for a long time for that, huh?
I make a couple of calls already to Ecuador and have a few brokers there. They love the idea. I'm going to be traveling. I think after July, I gotta get this icon thing out of the way. That's my priority right now. So I'm going right now to an inspection. My probably this deal. Obviously, it's what is it? May 15th right now. I already have the deals to icon, so just going to be
Just got to get them closed,
closing
right?
close. Yeah, some of them are not. I'm sure they're gonna be done before June 30. So I'm super excited. Super excited about Ecuador. We've been waiting for that. We have a few agents from Ecuador in our group, so we're planning to travel. Ecuador is getting, the government change now. It's excitement over there. Um, it's going to be a lot of great things happening. So
So we
yeah.
have people in our group that have grown massively in other countries. And I'm wondering if anybody could offer Juan some insight on how he could make this trip a good one, how he could plan for it, how he could, perhaps, I know I've heard of events that they've scheduled in different towns and bringing everybody together. Anybody have
Yes,
any insight on that?
I was going to call someone like Mexico. I know, other countries that have done it, so to see what does it take to make it easy for me, because it's new. We don't know how to approach these things. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of information out there. But if anybody here in the group knows it, any help is welcome.
My thing is don't wait till July. Like let's hit the phones now and just make those contacts, plant the seed now and start dripping on them information because EXP Global is going crazy. They're really pushing it. Felix Bravo is just amazing.
I'll jump in on that. I've
Please.
been on a few attraction calls for the other countries, Peru and some others, and having seen firsthand, first of all, they love our model. When they see our model, they want it because they automatically see the ability to duplicate and to multiply. So that's what they're looking for. They don't have anything like these systems, they don't have them. So now they are big into selling like developments and investments and things like that. So, and there's a lot of I want to say just big ticket type agents out there. So it's get out there, bring value, and maybe ask a few questions. What are the biggest challenges that they're having so that you can formulate what your event will be around that? But I would say, just honestly sticking to the model itself, sticking to anything with investments and how we can do business mutually together from the US to the country of choice. And it could be any of the countries. Like you may have another connection in one of the other countries where we're at. Have an event. It could be a virtual event or it could be in person. So there's a lot of people going out in person, but do not underestimate the power of virtual. I've been on so many. And what we do is when we have a virtual, we'll have our conversations. You'll see a lot of questions arise from the information that we're sharing. And then we say, we're going to do this again next week. We want you to invite some more people. So like they start bringing in
Snowball.
people. Exactly. This is how you get the group to grow. And so get a group of people excited, bring them in, right? If the country's already open, perfect. If it's something that you want to open up, that's always a possibility as well. And it's really just a matter of gaining a mass, what do they call it? I already forgot the word.
Adoption.
Yeah, well, just critical mass is what they were calling it, right? Just telling as many people as possible, gaining a group big enough so that they can justify opening up in that country. And there's no specific number on that, although I try to, at least get a group of 70 to 100 people is always a really good number to get. And sometimes that may feel like a large task, but you know what? When they start talking to each other, they start bringing in those people. You just do the class and tell them we're going to do this again next week, invite more people, and you'll start to see that group begin to grow. And they'll start having more questions.
Who can kind of lead that presentation if we don't know the model that's coming out in Ecuador?
So what I do when the country hasn't opened yet, I will take the most recent presentation from the country that just opened. So I'm going to use Peru because that one's going to be the most updated. Now, we also explain because the currency is different, and we don't know the guidelines for the country. Even though there'll be currency there for the Peruvians, obviously it'll be different for them. So they understand that there's going to be a difference in that. So we don't talk about dollar amounts. It hasn't opened yet, so there's no dollar amount for them, right? So we're just simply explaining the model that was explained to Peru. It will be something similar. And then if we bring it to that country, there may be some changes because they are always going to go with whatever the country rules are for real estate, whatever. So there may be some change. So they understand that it won't be identical, but it's going to be very similar.
But if the country's already open, then you already have the info. Okay.
Right.
They have presentations for each country, but I would say you don't even have to do it yourself. Invite the country leader to help you do that presentation.
Right.
Because they could speak knowledgeably about how real estate's being done over there. Okay. All you have to do is be the one to help them fill the room. Right?
Ecuador already has dollars, so it should be easier over there.
Awesome.
Same dollar, yeah.
So some of you have been around long enough to remember rev share calculators and us not having access to them. There was a big thing about income promises and those things not being accurate and stuff like that. Yesterday, they announced that we have an approved rev share calculator that you could now share. Then you could now use, you could bring into your presentations. And it is in the growth toolkit. Okay, so you guys have access to it right now. It's working right now. Growth and attraction toolkit. You guys have all seen this. Gil spoke about this. He loves this thing. You've got so many resources here. Somewhere in this thing. Okay. The beta version still, but it's working. You've got your revenue share calculator. Potential revenue share calculator. So one of the growth leaders, they asked, hey, what changed? Because we remember, a lot of these were being created on the side by top earners, and kind of messing around with Excel and stuff like that. None of them were approved, and we finally got approval. Somebody asked how, and the reason we got it is because we ran it through everything. All of the attorneys have taken a look. We put it through everybody that cared about it and has a say in its legality, and we have approval. So now you could go in and put in your numbers, your expected numbers, and you'll have a response. Anybody want to throw any numbers and work through this? What type of sales price are we looking at in your markets right now? Who's got a good average sales price that they want to run through with this?
350.
I do in New
350.
York, but I would say 1,800,000 to million.
All right, let's use 350. Okay, let's err on the lower side. Average commission?
3%.
3, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How many homes sold per agent per year?
We did 59 last year, so
Per agent.
The agent average usually is around 8 though, right?
yeah. I think so.
So
8 to 10.
we're good with 8,
Yeah.
Let's
even
go
though
on
you're
the
out there doing 59.
Mhm.
All right. FLQA count. To qualify for FLQ an agent, an EXP agent must produce minimum 5,000 GCI from qualifying transactions for the past 6 months. That's what'll get you an FLQA. All right. FLQAs unlock your levels. You guys know that. But there's other things that unlock your levels too, like production. So if you're an icon and if you're a capper, you get your levels unlocked automatically. But how many FLQAs you want to put in here as an example?
Put 3, just to be conservative.
3. Okay. So automatically you get your first 3 levels unlocked. So when you get 5, it unlocks your 4th level. Okay. Adjustment bonuses. So you guys know that we get bonuses that range from 25 to 35% on our first 1, 2, and 3 levels. Those bonuses are from people that, let's say they left EXP and they were generating revenue share. So EXP doesn't take that money for themselves. What they do is they put it in a pool and they give it back to you guys as a bonus. So they say that bonus is between 25 and 35%. So you want to put it on the low side and leave it at 25%? Let's do that. Now, how many agents do we have on that are in their first year that we've attracted into our organization? Who wants to throw out a number? Who
5.
said the 350 price?
I did 5.
We have 5 agents in our first year. And how many on our first level that are beyond 1 year?
1.
Okay, cool. And then what does level 2 look like for you?
0.
Those 6 people on your first tier, how many people did they bring in?
Oh, this is all. This isn't realistic. This is all.
This is not realistic. It's just play, just make believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Shoot, 2 people each.
2 each. So what is that? 12?
12. Yeah.
Right? Because you got 5
6.
first, you got your 5 first year
Yeah.
and 1 that is in their second year. That's 6 altogether. So you had 12. Do you have
Yep.
anybody in your third level?
Who would be
Those
third
12
level?
people, did they attract anybody?
Uh,
Let's say
oh,
they brought in one each. Okay,
yeah. I was gonna say, like, what's realistic, right? Like, what would be?
what's realistic?
I know playing it. What I know exactly, right? Like, what's yeah.
Somebody was playing with some high numbers here. Right? Big numbers. So I'm going to zero these out just to show you guys what that looks like. So this will roll with you as you plug the numbers in. So this is assuming that you only have 3 levels of people, like nobody has attracted beyond the 3 levels. Your potential revenue share, if this is done at a 350,000 price range, 3% commission, if everybody's closing 8 transactions a year, you've got 66,000 guys in potential rev share earning. And then you could mess around with this. What if you put them all through fast cap and they do 10 deals a year? What does that look like? I guess nothing. Right? Maybe they're capping. Oh, did I put 5% commission? All right. Maybe you get more people on your first year. Now you could play around with this. And you could give it to your prospects and let them play around with it. Let them put their numbers in. All right. So I just want to give you guys access so you could find it and have access to it. What they also have here is international and commercial.
Vincent, this is super exciting because numbers is what people want to see when they don't understand how our model works. So when we tell them about rev share, they get the concept, but it's still hard for them to equate the numbers. And so this is super exciting because it helps them future pace and see themselves earning that money and how this can change their life. It's super powerful. And right now, like I'm thinking of a few people that I want to share this with because I know that it's going to super excite them. Especially when they already know of people that they want to bring in. All of a sudden you show them something like this and they're like, oh shoot, hold on a second. I need to take a closer look. I need to lean in.
Imagine they don't have access to this where they are at all. So whatever the numbers are, it's positive, right? It's beyond what they were receiving. So play around with this, share it. You're able to use it, you're allowed to use it, and that's it. Still in beta, but it seems like it looks good. Generate detailed report. What's that about?
Maybe it gives you a summary, bullet points or something.
Let's see.
Press it.
Breaks
Okay,
it down
gives you
for
a
you.
chart. Yeah.
Earning by level. Not bad. And you
Oh,
could
this is
adjust
so
it,
good. Yeah.
the live doc. It's actually pretty impressive,
Yeah.
right? So play around with it, use it for yourself, and see what the opportunities are. Last thing I want to leave you guys with, Brian Ellington is doing an amazing job with the education at EXP. He is building it out like just absolutely amazing with his, team leader academy and his top producing solo agent mastermind and fast cap and fast attract and all the stuff that he's building out is absolutely amazing. He said when he came on board, expuniversity.com was a link tree. Like
Sorry.
that was the website. So they just got Wendy and her team to help build this new version out. So you're going to see an announcement soon on this new website. I shared this out this week because somebody was like, I want to see what your training looks like. And it was as easy as, here's EXP University. And they could dig into this, learn about FastCap, see the dates that are available. Solo Agent Mastermind, Team Mastery, Agent Essentials. It's all here. Amazing upgrades, guys. I just want you to be on top of it so that you could share it with your group, share it with the people that you're talking to, and use it to grow. Good stuff? Who's going to build a website? Build something cool. All right? Maybe it's something that you could use to put out there, right? Like all of these people that are like, hey, sign up for this program. Now you could build your program.
Yeah, there's no excuse now.
No excuse. That's what Leo's saying. He's like, guys, we have access. Like, you just have to use your brain to be like, what problem do I need to solve? And then you could create it. You don't need to know how to write code or design websites or anything like that. You just need your imagination.
I just found out that
shoot.
the Build.C website was built using the Lovable dev, whatever website.
Really? Which website?
Build.C.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look at
Build.c.com.
that. Build
And
at Sea. Hey, we still have
I-
space. Do we still have cabins available for Build at Sea?
Yes, we do. Yes, yes. And you want to be there. There's going to be plenty of talk for AI. We're going to have Nick Krem there as one of our speakers, and we have a whole lineup of speakers and some more that are yet to be confirmed, but we'll be revealing pretty soon. But yes, lots of cabins still available. And so all you have to do is go to buildatsea.com, get registered. Pricing, it depends on how many people you're going to be traveling with, and we encourage you to bring your families. So we had an amazing time last year, and if you can make it out, I mean, I promise you're going to have a fun time, especially being there with your family. We found that was like the best way for families not only to have a summer trip, but also your kids get to see like what you do, and they get to meet some of the people that you're interacting with, but it's all in a fun environment. So it was really nice to have people there with their folks there with their family. And so we're going to have a lot of great speakers. You're not going to want to miss out on that one.
Let's go, guys. All right. We took up a little bit too much of your time. Use the last few minutes before the end of the hour to plan and to build and to get into activity. All right. Great to see everyone. Have a good one.